Haz&Meg put black mark against themself in US as Staunch fans walk off after fail to build the sort of broad support base that many expected them to in the US, according to a royal commentator. Royal commentator Daniela Elser said the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and the Queen have been all over magazine covers in America as she highlighted the sustained public interest in the Windsors Stateside. Meanwhile, Ms. Elser claimed the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have failed to build the sort of broad support base that many, including myself, expected them to. Writing for news.com.au, the royal commentator said, "In fact, next year could see a renewed Windsor assault on the US with news that the next outing of the Duke of Cambridge's Earthshot prize will be held in the States, raising the possibility of a royal tour there also." Royal commentator Neil Sean claimed, "It doesn't really come as any surprise that the story coming back to me from a very good source is that Harry and Meghan now see themselves being pitched out in New York. Now this could mean yet another move, but why? Now the real reason apparently why Harry and Meghan have fallen in love with the Big Apple is simply this: as ever now they are not royals but micro-celebrities, they have to think about how they can build their brand, make money. All the big influencers are not necessarily out in California. As they've seen over the last 18 months, what was once the golden days of Hollywood seem to have really petered out. Streaming seems to be the way forward." He also added that recent reports suggested that the couple were considering a small place in the city, to use as their base when conducting engagements in New York. Mr. Sean told his YouTube channel, "It looks like in 2022 they could be heading for a split, and here's the reason why. Those very expensive people that they pay thousands of pounds to every month from all of those deals that we all report on basically said, 'Look, it would work better if you were independent of each other.'" He claimed, "As we know, Meghan Markle wants to become some sort of political figure, whatever story they're painted out that is the true story. She wants to become an activist and of course a champion of rights, whether that be women, men, trans. That seemingly does seem to be the route that she wants to go down." He continued, "And as we told you on the show a couple of days ago, her not having a political voice was one of the major reasons why she decided to quit the royals. Now, Prince Harry has set his cap at all the things to do with well-being, unhappy, mental health, balance, all the things that really matter in the real world, because of course he's so connected to that. But on a serious note, I do agree with him on some of those elements. If you're unhappy, you've got to change your life, but really, as a lot of people are saying on this channel." Meanwhile, Andrew Morton has added 6 new chapters to his 2019 book, Meghan, a Hollywood Princess, allegedly with the dish on Harry and Meghan's exit from the royal family. But, as ever, it really depends on who you talk to and who you believe. It's serialized in the Mail on Sunday. Morton, as royal family saga followers will recall, was the author of The Explosive Diana, Her True Story, which nearly 30 years ago revealed the state of Charles and Diana's deteriorating marriage in devastating detail. The Duchess of Cambridge's coolness towards Meghan, and William's alleged bullying contributed to a devastating Cain and Abel fallout between the brothers, Morton writes. Morton also alleges that contrary to Meghan's claims she had been left abandoned by the palace, a formidable backroom staff was made available to her to help her adjust to palace life, including a team which spent hundreds of hours monitoring social media accounts to make sure that violent threats were reported to police. Last year, when the Times of London reported that the Sussexes felt pushed out and constantly bullied by William, Harry and William issued a strongly worded joint statement, despite clear denials. A false story ran in a UK newspaper today speculating about the relationship between the Duke of Sussex and the Duke of Cambridge. For brothers who care so deeply about the issues surrounding mental health, the use of inflammatory language in this way is offensive and potentially harmful. A royal source reiterated the denials of bullying by William to the Mail this weekend, and insisted Meghan had been supported by the royals. Royal expert Robert Lacey alleged William threw Harry out in a blistering row over claims that Meghan had bullied staff, still supposedly the subject of investigation. Morton writes, Harry was the prime mover in souring relations between the Sussexes and the royal family, but it was Meghan who took the hit. The Mail also reported that Morton writes, deep breath, the couple lobbied Prince Charles to change the rules so their son Archie would not become a prince, not the other way around, as they have suggested. Harry had acupuncture in the run-up to his wedding. Prince William did not agree with Meghan and Harry's decision to keep the names of Archie's godparents a secret.